when you have a little fine thing, you have to step your game up. You have to, be on all 10 toes. I'm going to say that right there. So I'm Zia Zebra. If you don't know, I create clothing and I also give tips and tricks in like makeup, cheap thrift shopping, beginner sewer tips, try on hauls, Sims 4, and more. So please stay tuned and hit that subscribe button. Hey babes, what's good, y'all? I'm really about to, go shopping, catch the Forever 21 sale and stuff like that, y'all. Since, they're filing for bankruptcy, which I cannot believe. I actually used to work at Forever 21 for the longest, y'all, like in 2016 to 18, I believe, y'all, if I can remember. But I can't believe that they filed for bankruptcy because of the competing with Temu and other online shops, y'all. But anyways, y'all, I'm enjoying my day. But I got something on my brand that I feel like I need to share. This is just, a quick vlog, y'all, of my thoughts. I would love to know you babes' thoughts in the comments as usual. But I really just want to talk about how most insecure men enjoy and love having an ugly duckling for a woman, y'all. I feel like I seen a comment the other day on an Instagram post of Maya on the Yo Gabba Gabba show. And she was, dancing for the kids, doing a peanut butter stomp dance and stuff like that. It was so cute, y'all. I love Maya. Shout out to Maya. And so much love to her, because she really speaks on, toxic relationships, y'all. If y'all have not paid attention in her interviews, she mentioned a lot of things of how toxic these men are and, being cheated on and etc. But I really just want to say, y'all, I seen a comment that said, Maya too fine, not to have no kids of her own, this and that. It was really just a trash comment to me because y'all, the people that are fine, I think y'all are the ones who really do not have, kids or children like that. I feel like the ones who are ugly ducklings, y'all, and I'm sorry if you have kids and watching this, but if you don't think you ugly, I mean, that's you. But most ugly people to me have children. It's just so sad to see sometimes, like, I said this to my grandmother not too long ago. I was just like, most ugly people always have kids and their kids come out so cute, okay? And some not so cute, but most of them do come out cute, y'all. I really don't like to, throw shade on babies or nothing like that because every baby is God's greatest gift, you know what I'm saying, like that. But yeah, I feel like, y'all, most men are very, very insecure and they want to cuff the ugly ducklings. They want to cuff something that they know is, not so good at makeup, not so good with, keeping up with their fitness, not so good with attracting other men like that because they feel, very insecure. They feel like they have to be the ones that look good, to attract this and that, to look good in fitness, look good as keeping themselves up, being fresh, fresh cut, all this other type of stuff. I feel like a lot of men are just very insecure. They are very jealous. They don't have, structure within themselves that they should have. They have this faulty foundation, y'all, that really does mean nothing. Like, they're not man enough, let's put it like that as well. Not man enough to be able to handle a woman that, know how to keep herself up, everything like that. Like, I feel like a man really just have to go after an ugly duckling and secure that because he feel like it is more secured than having, a woman who keeps up with herself and that can attract other men. You know what I'm saying? They don't really, like I said, have that faulty foundation. Y'all, I'm getting so sick, my throat. I don't know what's going on, but I think my niece got me sick. I'm not sure, y'all, but I am not feeling too good. And then it's like my nose, y'all. It's just, oh. But yeah, I just feel like, a lot of people who are in these relationships are with, ugly ducklings, people who don't really have value. I'm going to put it like that. Because when you see a fine little thing, most of them, like, I'm speaking for myself, y'all. I'm gonna just say that I'm speaking for myself as well, y'all. I feel like when you see a little fine thing, they have, you know, some value to them. They have some structure. They have some, ooh, if you don't get that right there, you need to get right with yourself. You know what I'm saying? You need to step your game up. You know what I'm saying? Not the stay where you at and be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And when you have a little fine thing, you have to step your game up. You have to, you know, be on all 10 toes. I'm going to say that right there, because a lot of people are going to try it. A lot of people are going to try you while, you know, trying to get at your woman. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be easy, you know, having a little fine thing. But when you know, settle for, like I said, a little ugly duckling, you really don't have much to fight for. You really, you know, can be comfortable and stay in your ways. You don't have to change anything. You don't have to man up, pick up your game. You know, you don't have to be on all 10 toes, because you ain't worried about nobody coming to, you know, sweep her off her feet because you settle for that ugly duckling. You know, nobody else really want that ugly duckling, and that's what a lot of men, you know, choose to do. They choose to be lazy. They choose to pick the easy way out, you know, not have to do so much work, which is so sad. I love to see a man that wants to work hard and earn something and understand that you can't, you know, let this go like that because you had to earn it. You know what I'm saying? It didn't come so easily. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just hard to find that these days. A lot of these men are just settling for girls who will have sex on the first date. Y'all, I learned so much, you know, in my past. You know, letting myself go so easily for someone who does not care about me was the biggest mistake of my life. When you actually go through that, you understand that, you know, your value is meant, you know. That's when you realize your value is nothing to play with. When you get hurt like that, understand you gave everything to someone who gave you nothing. It's just like, I'm not playing them games with nobody else ever again. And I'm not playing them games with nobody else ever again. You really gonna have to show what you about, who you are to get me. You know what I'm saying? I really had to learn my value the hard way. And I'm sure a lot of other women out there, you babes, had to learn, you know, your value the hard way. And it's okay if you had to, because you had to hit your head to understand, you know, I can't keep playing with myself like this. I won't keep playing with myself like this. And that's when you set the bar higher, being a young, pretty woman. Because when I see, you know, these other young ladies out here who don't keep up with themselves, don't know how to do their makeup, don't care about themselves, just, you know, completely just throw themselves off of the rail. I'm talking about just not even looking like they love themselves. It's just like, I'm not even trying to compete with you. You competing with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's best to, you know, like I said, as a woman, to make sure you are good so you can be good for that good man. But a lot of these dudes, like I said, y'all, I'm probably getting off a topic and whatever else, y'all, but you know, these dudes really just want somebody that's easy, somebody that can make it comfortable for them. They do not want to, you know, step their game up. Like I said, y'all, they really just want something easy and less valuable, and something that they just, you know, don't really have to work hard for, but just have it tossed into their hands. You know what I'm saying? But don't be that girl. You know what I'm saying? Don't make it easier for them. You know, most of these women who don't love themselves will have a kid, pop it 2, 3, 4 here and there, because they don't value themselves like that. They value the man. They put him high up there, and they just think like, maybe if I have his kids, he'll love me and all this other type of stuff. No, sweetheart, you need to love yourself. It's a lot of things that I had to learn myself as well. You know, I'm not perfect, but I understand, you know, like I said, I'm waiting for a man to put a ring on my finger until I actually have his kids, because I'm not going to be out here being a dummy. I have a really big, full heart, and I'm not going to have anyone, you know, make me do things that make me look dumb. You know what I'm saying? I hate feeling dumb. It is just a terrible feeling to me. But y'all, I'm probably, you know, just going on a rant, y'all. Like I said, I'm finna go shopping, but you know, most men are just so insecure. They just don't want to work for anything. They just don't want to value anything. They just want to have themselves high up. They are very narcissistic and all about themselves. They don't care about anyone else, y'all. But if y'all have any more thoughts on this vlog and would like to add on anything to this, y'all, please comment below. I would love for you babes to like this as well. You know, show your girl some love. Because I really would love for you babes to show me that you're interacting with this and that you understand what I'm speaking on and where I'm trying to get at. I probably didn't even get it out full like I was supposed to. But yeah, I hope you babes really enjoyed this vlog. And please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Mwah.